The Steel City might be most associated with its legendary NFL franchise, but people here in Pittsburgh know that the ties to the Panthers run deep. Glad to have you with us here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers. We have a late season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Clemson's offense will start this game off. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
Nifty run there. Pick up a 6 out to the 25. The play action fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
Clemson will send the punt team out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So the Pitt Panthers offense will have its first possession of the game. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Connection to the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Hit right back to the line.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Wide out in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads it downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Algier. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Handoff to the lone back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. He'll keep it himself. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Dave, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Makes the quick grab. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Snags it quickly on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He wants to throw. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Got some room to run. The 30. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Wide receiver shows motion. To the ground with the back. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal from the right hash. And this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down here for the offense. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Using the quick game. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll try the run. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll throw it. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Throwing right. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers!
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. He'll do it himself. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. Throws to the wideout. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Bunch formation for these receivers. He's back to throw on second down. It's complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Clemson will send the punt team out. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The give out of the gun. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's got his man. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Back to the air one more time. Wide open downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Pitt! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Working that left side now.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Minnesota. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to move it through the air. It's caught. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Clemson now operating in the red zone. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. It's complete. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? From the gun, looking for a man. Moving out of the pocket. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You could play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. And they won't try another play, instead taking a knee, and they'll head to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
The Panthers will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Hands it off. Runs through a tackle. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch called for and made. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. To the air on first down. Looking left. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. He lost one down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Got his man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Pitt pushing the pace. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. 6th play of the drive coming up. On the move. Sweet cut there. Pushing ahead, a tough run. Picks up 4. It's down at the 15. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Handoff from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
At the 40, there he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And he pulls it again. He's been doing it time and time again. This defense has not changed up enough the picture, the look, to make it harder for this QB to make different decisions or make difficult ones.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it on the run. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to get to it. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, they take a sack right down by the goal line, guys, and I think the route concept really didn't help the quarterback out there. Normally, you're thinking this is going to be a quick hitter, get the ball out of his hands fast, but that was a very slow developing route concept, and I think that's the biggest reason he got sacked.
And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
Number 17 on the field goal.
right down the boulevard. It's good. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish the third quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle. It's Algier. Makes a catch and knocked down. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
The Tigers have their offense in high gear. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and it's a nice toss in the back of the end zone. Give your receiver a chance to make a play, and you could tell he knew exactly where he was, got those tippy toes right down, inbounds for the touchdown reception.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
24, Clemson, 14.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Release to the back. He makes the grab. And they reacted well with the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. He's got it down the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd down coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. They're working that left side.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the
offense coughs it up. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. No passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice 1st down sack.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got a man. It's Algier. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Clemson jumps to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw this speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's taking the shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And the Tigers are on the move. Going up top on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Open space at the 25. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
24, Clemson, 21.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Algier. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the 1st down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He wants it all. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. It's good. Final minute of play. We are deadlocked. Guys, what a finish we're experiencing. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
The give to the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds us back in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw on second down. Gonna take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And he got it. Redemption, atonement. Missed earlier, but when it mattered most, he nailed it. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do